Would you pay over $400 a night for a Disney hotel that isn't even owned by Disney? That's exactly what we did, and today we're taking you inside the Walt Disney World Swan Resort. This deluxe-level property sits right in the heart of Disney World, and in this video, we'll cover everything: the location, the room, the pools, the dining, the hidden costs, and most importantly, whether it's actually worth the money. By the end, you'll know if the Swan should be your next Disney stay, or if you're better off booking somewhere else. The Swan is part of a trio of sister resorts: the Walt Disney World Swan, the Dolphin, and the newer Swan Reserve. Even though they're managed by Marriott and not Disney, they still offer many of the same perks you'd expect from a Disney-owned deluxe resort. The best part? Guests can share amenities across all three properties. That means more pools, more dining, and more flexibility during your stay. When you first arrive, the Swan feels a little different than a typical Disney hotel. Instead of heavy theming, you'll find a sleek, modern design that feels more like a luxury business hotel with a touch of whimsy. But don't let that fool you. This resort is packed with features that make it a serious contender for families, couples, and even convention-goers who want to be close to the magic. Now let's talk about location, because honestly, this is where the Swan really shines. The resort sits right in the middle of Walt Disney World, tucked between EPCOT and Disney's Hollywood Studios. You can actually walk to both parks. EPCOT is about a 10-minute stroll along a beautiful pathway that takes you right to the International Gateway entrance, which is the back entrance to World Showcase. Hollywood Studios is a little farther, about a 15-minute walk, but it's a flat, easy path that's especially nice in the morning or evening. If you don't feel like walking, you can hop on one of the friendship boats that run continuously between the Swan and Dolphin area, EPCOT, and Hollywood Studios. The Swan is also right next to Disney's Boardwalk, which means you're just steps away from nighttime entertainment, restaurants, and bars. Let's head inside the room. We stayed in a two-queen room with a great view of Crescent Lake and the Dolphin Hotel. You can see right away that the design is fresh, modern, and comfortable. The beds are Marriott's signature Heavenly beds, which are known for being incredibly plush and cozy. The room also includes a small desk if you need to get some work done, a flat-screen TV, and plenty of outlets for charging devices. The bathroom is sleek, with a large vanity, bright lighting, and a combo tub/shower. Storage space is generous, with a closet that easily fits luggage and park gear. Depending on your booking, you may also get a view of EPCOT, Hollywood Studios, or the resort's pool area. During prior stays, we loved waking up and catching glimpses of spaceship Earth right from our window. Now, let's talk about what it really costs to stay here. Nightly rates usually start around $300 and can exceed $500 per night, depending on the season. But here's the catch: there are some extra fees you need to budget for. First, there's a $50 per night resort fee plus tax. Then, parking is $38 per night for self-parking or $42 for valet, also plus tax. When you add those up, your $350 room can easily turn into $450 or more per night. How does this compare to other resorts in the EPCOT area? Disney's Yacht and Beach Club or the Boardwalk Inn usually start closer to $600 a night, but they don't tack on resort fees. So while the Swan feels pricey, it's still significantly cheaper than its Disney-owned neighbors. If you're looking for deluxe-level accommodations without paying top-tier Disney prices, the Swan is one of the best values in this area. And here's a big plus for frequent travelers: the Walt Disney World Swan is part of the Marriott family of hotels. That means if you're a Marriott Bonvoy member, you can earn points during your stay or even redeem points to cover your room. For anyone who travels often and collects rewards, this can make the Swan an even better deal. Planin, our affiliate marketing partner. Now is a good time to share how the Endless Summer family saves money on our hotel stays. We've recently partnered with a travel website called Planin.com, and it's quickly become one of our go-to tools for booking hotels. Planin.com gives travelers access to discounts of up to 40% off at more than 2 million hotels worldwide. That includes everything from budget-friendly spots near the theme parks to luxury on-site resorts like Disney's Grand Floridian and Universal's Helios Grand. If you're planning a Disney or Universal trip, or really any vacation, it's worth signing up to see what kind of deals are available. One of the biggest perks of staying at the Swan is the sheer number of amenities available, not just at this resort, but across all three properties: the Swan, the Dolphin, and the Swan Reserve. When you stay at one, you get access to all of them, which really multiplies your options. Let's start with the pools, because there are 5 in total. The centerpiece is the Grotto Pool, a sprawling, tropical-style pool complete with waterfalls, rock formations, and even a water slide. It has a resort-style vibe that's perfect for families, and there's a poolside bar and grill so you can grab food and drinks without leaving your lounge chair. If you're looking for something quieter, there are several smaller pools scattered around the Swan and Dolphin, which are great for relaxing after a long park day or if you just want a more peaceful swim. There's also a kiddie pool and a hot tub, so every age group is covered. Beyond the pools, you'll find a sandy beach area with lounge chairs, where you can relax with a view of Crescent Lake. There are also volleyball courts and a playground for kids, so there's plenty to do outside of the parks. If fitness is part of your routine, the Swan and Dolphin offer modern fitness centers with cardio machines and strength training equipment. There is even a running trail around the property. So whether you're here with family, as a couple, or even for a convention, the Swan and its sister resorts give you a wide variety of ways to relax, recharge, and enjoy your downtime outside of the parks. Dining is another huge advantage of staying at the Swan because you're not just limited to what's inside this one resort. You get access to all the restaurants at the Swan, the Dolphin, and the Swan Reserve. Together, that's more than a dozen different dining options, ranging from quick bites to fine dining experiences. At the Swan itself, two standouts are Il Mulino New York Trattoria and Kimona's. Il Mulino serves up hearty Italian classics in a warm, upscale atmosphere. It's a great spot for a sit-down dinner after a day in the parks, and the portions are generous. Kimona's is a hidden gem. Not only does it serve excellent sushi, but it's also known for its lively karaoke nights, which can be a lot of fun if you're traveling with friends or just want a unique evening experience. On top of that, all three resorts offer casual cafes, poolside bars, and lounges, so whether you want a quick breakfast sandwich, a cocktail by the pool, or a late-night snack, you'll always find something. So, why should you stay at the Swan? First and foremost, it's the location. Being able to walk or boat to EPCOT and Hollywood Studios is a huge advantage, especially if those are your favorite parks. You're also right next to Disney's Boardwalk, which means easy access to nighttime entertainment and dining without ever needing to hop in a car or bus. Second, you're getting deluxe-level perks and amenities, like multiple pools, a spa, fitness centers, and a wide range of dining options, at a price that's noticeably lower than Disney's deluxe resorts. On top of that, guests at the Swan still enjoy Disney benefits such as early theme park entry and extended evening hours on select nights, which can save you a ton of time in the parks. Third, there's the flexibility factor. Because the Swan is part of the Marriott family, you can earn or redeem Marriott Bonvoy points here. That's something you simply can't do at Disney-owned resorts, and for frequent travelers, it can make this hotel even more appealing. But is it worth the money? For us, yes, with some caveats. The resort and parking fees definitely add up, and because the Swan isn't Disney-owned, you don't get that same immersive Disney theming you'd find at the Beach Club or the Polynesian. That said, if you care more about location, amenities, and overall comfort than about theming, the Swan is a fantastic choice. And here's where the value gets even better. The Swan is part of the Marriott Bonvoy family of hotels. That means if you're a rewards member like us, you can earn points for your stay, or even redeem points to cover your room. So while the Swan isn't the cheapest option on property, when you factor in the location, the shared amenities, and the Marriott Rewards program, it can absolutely be a smart value, especially compared to the much higher price tags at nearby Disney Deluxe resorts. Insider tips. Before we wrap up, we wanted to share a few insider tips we picked up during our stay at the Swan. One of the biggest things we learned is that dining reservations here are a lot easier than at Disney-owned restaurants. Many of the Swan and Dolphin spots, like Il Mulino and Kimona's, can be booked directly on OpenTable, which means you don't have to scramble 60 days out like you do with Disney dining. If a room with a view is important to you, we definitely recommend requesting a high floor facing EPCOT. We were able to catch glimpses of the fireworks right from our room, and it felt like a little extra magic at the end of the night. For transportation, the Friendship boats are fun and relaxing, but during busy times, walking to EPCOT's International Gateway is usually faster and drops you right into World Showcase. And don't forget, since the Swan is part of the Marriott Bonvoy program, you can earn or redeem points here, which is a huge perk for frequent travelers. In fact, Bonvoy Elite members even receive a welcome amenity, which includes a choice from a nice selection of snacks and drinks at check-in. Check out this haul which we chose. Finally, even though the Swan isn't Disney-owned, guests still get early theme park entry and extended evening hours on select nights, just like Disney's deluxe resorts. These little details can make your stay smoother, save you time, and in some cases, even save you money. So that's our tour of the Walt Disney World Swan Resort. For us, it struck a great balance between cost and convenience, and we'd definitely consider staying here again. And don't forget, because it's part of the Marriott Bonvoy family, you can earn or redeem points here, which can make a big difference in the overall value of your stay. But what do you think? Would you stay at the Swan, or do you prefer a Disney-owned resort for that full themed experience? Let us know in the comments, we'd love to hear your thoughts.